Welcome to my channel. It's your girl Olivia the Bull, because I'm a Taurus, okay? And this is my Bull tribe. Thank you so much for all of your support and watching my videos. Today it's going to be a pick a card reading. So you're going to use your intuition to pick from 4 piles. I normally do 3, but today I just felt led to do 4, and I wanted to leave it open. These are all channeled messages. That's how my channel works. I typically try not to use specific categories unless I'm feeling that pull or people are requesting it. But today is going to be kind of like what you need to hear right now, what's going on for you, what are you manifesting. We're just going to see together. So there's 4 piles. Take a deep breath, use your intuition, and you can't get it wrong, okay? This is about strengthening that muscle. You know, you can strengthen your intuition. It's not just something that comes automatic to most of us. A lot of times it's hard to differentiate between paranoia and intuition, so I love to do these things to help people with that. So let's jump into the reading. I'm seeing immediately your overall energy is that you have a decision to make. Now, it may not be like, hey, do I move here or do I move there? But I feel like with a lot of you guys, you have a lot of manifestational energy. You have heavy Venus energy. So if you don't know your Venus placement, I would look and go find out what your Venus sign is. Or you could have a lot of Taurus or Libra in your chart because they're ruled by Venus, especially with this Empress. And you see that underneath her veil, there's all the galaxy energy in your chakras. You have very, like, I feel like a lot of you guys are learning how to open your crown chakra, especially because she's about to lift the hood off of her head, and your hair is your crown chakra. So I feel like you guys have been doing a lot of inner work, aligning your chakras, getting into alignment and becoming more authentic. Some of you guys could be into like beauty and aesthetics. Like, it's such a heavy Libra energy, and it's funny because I'm filming this in Libra season, but this is timeless. But some of you guys could have really cool hair. I'm seeing that some of you guys could have a cat. But other than that, what I'm seeing is when it comes to the crown chakra, my personal take on the crown chakra, y'all, is that it's kind of like I consider it kind of a masculine energy, because the crown is when you make decisions based upon what you know to be true, okay? So there might be something that you know to be true. For example, for some of you guys with this 4 of voices, you know, it's like she's like in a spa bath with these rose petals, and there's like a small person who seems almost insignificant, and they're like all black. Excuse me. They're wearing all black. So to me, it's kind of the energy of like, there could be something or a negative energy around you or a negative person around you, but you kind of look at the energy as like insignificant. Like, not that that person doesn't matter, but it's like, I want to feel good and I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to talk about this. Like, there could have been something that happened in the past in your relationships or your love life with your heart chakra, because your heart chakra is like beaming. So there could have been something that happened with you guys that just was like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on me. I'm just going to feel good. Some of you guys like, I'm going to go get a massage. I'm going to take care of myself. A lot of self-care. But I'm seeing it in a more of a tangible way. So like a nice apartment, or like painting your house, sprucing up your wardrobe, doing your hair. Like, I'm feeling like this group is manifesting. If you're not in that energy already, you're manifesting beauty. Some of you guys could be manifesting like a makeover or like losing weight. Some of you guys could be getting that companionship through animals. Like, you know what? Like, I've been going through so much in relationships that I'm not really going to deal with this right now. But what I'm seeing is with the overall energy of the pathways, this is 22, so that's alignment. If you're struggling on making any decisions right now, group 1, if you find it challenging to make decisions, or like, which way do I go, the universe is saying become the true you. Now, for some of you guys, it might sound superficial about the hair and the nails or the apartment. I'm just getting that you guys could use a pick-me-up in the 3D, so with your actual look, but it's going to make you feel better internally. So it's not, to other people it might be like, oh my gosh, like, they're looking at your exterior but they don't know you. And this card says, show the world who you really are and what you were born to do. So I'm getting it now. A lot of you guys, if you're struggling, especially with this indecision, ooh, I'm dropping my card. With this indecision, now it's upside down. With this indecision energy, and it's purple at the crown chakra. it's almost like you need to get in touch with who you are on the inside. See, even though she's beautiful, because the Empress represents money and like luxury and the finer things, and it's not easy to get to the Empress energy because she's all 4 queens combined. So she done gone through some shit, like she done gone through. But there's like a universe inside her. So if you chose this group, and even with the page of inspiration, you see how there's like this rainbow cloud in her hair. Is like, that's her crown chakra. Some of you guys need to like do something to your hair, even if it's like getting a trim or going to get a scalp massage, especially because she's like, looks like she's laying back in a bowl. The more authentic that you feel within yourself, it's going to start to reflect on the outside. And for those of you, some of you guys could be in partnerships, like you could be in a twin flame relationship. And I'm hearing a split message. For some of you, you're in a relationship that has gone through a lot of healing with the Temperance. You could be with the Sagittarius. But what I'm really feeling with these 2 energies is that whoever's in your life needs to complement the healing that you're doing on yourself, because it's not always, I feel like for this group, it's taken you a long time to get to this place of confidence. It could be a body thing. It could be just feeling good about yourself. If you're not feeling good about yourself right now, you're about to enter a phase into your life where you really do feel abundant, like materially and internally and mentally. And if you're in a connection with someone that you have to do all the work, and it feels like they don't acknowledge the healing and the self-love and the balance that you need, then there's a need to get in touch with your own healing and wellness so that you can make the moves that are necessary to be in a relationship with someone or be in a connection that appreciates you for who you really are. I'm feeling that's just for some of you. And for others, we have I see that the healing that you're going through, because you see in the Temperance card, she's got 2 cups, and you know, you have a cup and your partner has a cup, and this is like the marriage card, new home. Some of you guys, it could be you could be manifesting moving to a place where you can buy a new home or a new home. But what I'm really feeling is she's got 2 cups. So this is the energy of like presence. If you're not where you want to be right now, how can you enjoy your life? Because this group has so much creative energy. Some of you guys might like to paint. Some of you guys might like to pamper yourself. Whatever that you can do to make yourself feel good, whether you're attached or not. Because I feel like some people's relationships might be dropping off because you're becoming more authentic. And that person is used to seeing you in a lower vibration. And for others of you, I'm really seeing love coming in because you're being the true you, and it's a sign from heaven. So a lot of you guys have ancestors around you, heavy ancestor energy, and some of you guys, your animals are actually your spirit guides, is what I'm seeing for sure. And even especially with these 2 nature cards with the pathways, some of you guys could live in the forest or live like near open fields. Get outside, because there's a lot of energy of like plants and flowers. Get outside, or connect with your ancestors. Connect more with your spirituality. It's going to help you get out of this indecisive energy. So don't focus so much on the decisions you have to make. If you can take a pause and just focus on yourself, and you will receive the answer in like some sort of meditation. And I pulled some channel messages for you guys, and I got Venus energy, love is here, which is so funny because the Empress rules Venus, and I'm getting that Libra energy too. And then we have new relationship. So if you're in a connection that you're like, this is probably not what I envisioned, the more you focus on yourself, the more you show that authentic side of yourself, you'll naturally become unattracted to anyone who's not meant for you. Instead of trying to cut someone off that you're like, I'm not sure about, just be sure about yourself. And then you will attract, and you'll start to become attracted to what is meant for you, instead of trying to cut that off in a low vibrational state. And then the last one we have, if you change the way you look at things, the things that you look at will change. So I'm seeing a lot of creativity here. I'm seeing a lot of healing. So use this time. If you're in the in-between stage in your life, if you don't see the money that you want, if you're not feeling good about yourself, or you're like waiting for something, because I'm getting the energy of like indecisiveness and waiting, get present. Find a soundtrack to this part of your life. Find one song that you're like, this is my shit, or this is my movie, this is my anthem. You know, I just heard This Girl's on Fire by Alicia Keys, so that could be a song that some of you guys like. But I'm just seeing that right now, There's a lot of, you're going through a lot of changes, and a new you is birthing. And people probably will be like, I don't even recognize you. You look so different. Or you switched your hair up, or you switched your look. But it's more than that. It's because you love yourself, and now it's starting to show on the outside. So group 1, that was your reading. This is beautiful. Stay focused on you. No matter what's going on around you, try not to focus too much on the indecision, and release the idea that you can take the wrong path, and your authentic path will appear. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all of my information is down below. My website is strictly for booking, for payment, and then I have a contact form so we can schedule a time. Also, feel free to check out my Instagram. All the info is below, and I'll see you guys in the next. Hey group 2, so if you chose this is group 2. This is the pick a card. So there might be a lot of different messages that are coming through because it's for a lot of people. So, and I wanted to leave it open. Your overall energy right now is, I'm seeing that a lot of you guys are manifesting moving out of a situation with this umbrella card. You see how he's floating away? He doesn't have a lot with him. And this is always like my Sagittarius energy. Like, hey, I'll leave the situation. If a good opportunity gets me up out of this, I'm gone. Like, this is that type of energy. Yeah, some of you guys, I'm really feeling like you're manifesting some sort of travel or some sort of transformation. Most of the time this card resonates with moving, but it doesn't have to be moving. It could be, for some of you guys, I'm getting a strong vibe that you're moving away from a relationship. You might be moving away from a work situation onto a new opportunity, because I pulled some channeled messages for you guys, and I got new opportunity. Bye fear. So some of you guys could be fearful of making the wrong choice, and we have Saturn. So some of you guys could be dealing with Saturn energy. You could be in your Saturn return. That means delays. So you could be waiting for a long time and very indecisive about, like, what do I do? Where do I go? It's very similar to group 1. So if you're thinking about group 1, you might want to watch it. We have attention to the details and justice. So I do see whatever's going on that you're feeling weighed down by is going to go in your favor, but this energy is really heavy because you got the 9 of Wands as your current energy, and this is typically a very, very painful energy. For some of you guys, I'm feeling it could have been up to like 9 years in the wrong relationships, 9 years, and for some of you guys 9 months, in the wrong career, or feeling like you're on the wrong path, and like you're putting so much energy into something and you still feel like you're going nowhere. I just feel like there's so much, not even indecisiveness like group 1, but just like this group seems like you know what you want, but you don't know how to get there. And I feel like you just want peace in your life. Like, when you get to the 9 of Wands at this point, it's just like, what in the hell do I have to do to get some peace in my life? To get to this place of tranquility, or just to be. And so I think the reason why the umbrella came out like this with just a suitcase and no furniture and like flying up in the sky is because you know what you want. And people who know what they want, when they get the opportunity, they're out of there. Like, you just up and leave. That's what I did. I left LA. I was like, I'm out of here. Bye. Because I knew what I wanted to do, but I had been for months thinking about it, and it felt like nothing was going to pan out. So it's kind of this energy of like, some of you guys, it's like just in the nick of time, or this is like my okay bye card, like just in time. Okay, bye. But we got the 10 of Swords here, and this is a girl who's walking away from a situation. But the typical 10 of Swords is, there's like, this can talk about betrayal. There might be, for some of you guys, with the 7 of Cups, there's like a serpent under here, a dragon. This person's trying to decide what to do, and I kept pulling cards. I'm like, okay, what is it about? And the Empress came out. So there could be like a Taurus in your life. For some of you guys, it could be a Libra, but there's a feminine energy. Now you have to take it how it resonates, that you're indecisive about. Now this person, the type of person that this would be, is someone who's very successful, someone who has a lot of material wealth, someone who's very beautiful. And so you could be really confused about, there might have been something that happened, or something that you're unsure about, some sort of situation, because it's different for everyone. But there's some sort of feminine energy here that you're confused about. It could be a boss, it could be a friend, it could be a spouse. But this person, it seems like people are telling you like you should stay at this job because it makes a lot of money. With this peer pressure card, it says Don't let others coerce you into a decision. You know what you know in your heart what is the right choice. And it's so funny, it says you know in your heart, and there's a guy and there's like little hands holding up a heart. You're thinking of it, you're daydreaming of it. So there's something that you, if you chose this group, there's something that you know you want. Even if it's just it's something that emotionally resonates with you. It may be a person, it could be a place, like, hey, I really want to move here, hey, I really want to do this. And maybe there's like I'm getting the feeling that some people might have an overbearing mother who might be successful, or someone who's like, there's some sort of feminine energy in your ear that's like you want to walk away, like I said, okay, bye, like I heard what you said with this. And you want to do it quickly with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is like a chatty energy. It's like pop off at the mouth. So this could be you, or this could resonate as the other person. But it's like, maybe you're like, I want to get the F out of here. I want to go do this. I want to go pursue this. But I just see that there might be one or more person. For some people, it's 2 people around you. There's just a lot of chatter about the decision. So it's putting you, or it could be the other person. You have to take it how it resonates. It's putting you in this place of like, almost like, what I'm feeling is like emotionally numb, because the cups talk about emotions. It's almost like if you were playing a sport and someone's like, hurry up, it's your turn, like don't fuck this up, because the whole thing, like, I feel like there's a lot of emotional weight on making the right decision. And I feel like for some of you guys, none of the options are good. Like, you could be looking at jobs, you could be looking at spouses, you could be looking at reconciliation. There's something that you're looking at that you feel pressured. And if you feel pressured to make a decision and there's someone in your ear, you need to cut that energy out, because this is what you need to aim for, is that peace. I feel like some of you guys could have already made a decision, because you have a lot of 8 energy. And if you put the 7 of Cups and the Page of Cups together, there's a cup here, and that equals the 8, and that talks about walking away. And then you have the 10 of Swords, and you have all this movement energy. The 10 of Swords sometimes can talk about betrayal. It can talk about turning your back on people who don't support you. And I think that a lot of you guys might be fearful to do that. But the Divine is saying that when you do that, things are going to look up. I want to get a clarifier for this group, because I feel like the first thing you got to do is, whoever this is in your ear, or whatever this is about, make sure that you're making your own decisions. The first group, number 1, was more about owning who you are, but I feel like this group already knows. Like, you know what you want. You know how you want to feel. You got the Ace of Emotions, so this could be dealing with love. Like, this person, her hair is all back, and she's like, yes, like, this is a new emotional beginning. And then you got the freaking 8 of Wands. This is movement forward. This is like quickly. This is like, get me out of here. Whatever decision you guys choose, make sure that it emotionally fulfills you. Because wherever you're going, some of you guys might be going somewhere to move with someone that you love. Some of you guys could move and manifest a partner. That's what I'm seeing. Don't let anyone talk you out of what you want for your life. That's what I'm just feeling heavily. And don't let anyone manipulate you with money, because I'm really feeling like this feminine energy can be highly manipulative. Trust yourself, but first you have to separate yourself. Queen of Materials, there's a lot of money energy. Some of you guys, you're about to enter into a phase of like this beast mode, like this making your own money, like some sort of, I feel like separation. Some of you guys, it's money, like I'm gonna go work for myself. Some of you guys, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go be with this person, or I don't want to be with this person. There's a lot of separation energy, but the main advice that I'm seeing here is that wherever you're going, when you listen to yourself, and you cut off that noise of anybody like trying to tell you what to do about your decisions, you're gonna be getting a new emotional connection. Like the Ace of Cups is like something from the Divine. Like, you won't regret your decision. Whatever you've had your mind focus on, this guy's kind of like daydreaming. Keep that energy, keep that lightheartedness. Like maybe they're like your head's in the clouds. Like, keep that. Speak your truth. And I see it working out really well for you guys. Walk away from anyone or anything, even if they're family, y'all, that's all this. We don't do that around here. You gotta keep that peaceful vibe. Sometimes you have to cut off people, but success, I definitely see success coming in for you guys, and especially materially and emotionally. It's funny how group 1 and group 2 were very similar, but that's always how my pick a card readings are. So I always encourage people, if you want to choose more than one pile, cool. But this was a little bit different from the first, but it still kind of hit the same. So group 2, this was your reading. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all of my information is down below. My website, my Instagram. My website is strictly for payment, so if you'd like to schedule an actual time to do a reading, I do pre-recorded chat, phone, different styles, so you have to see what resonates with you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, and please be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe if this resonates. Hey guys, this is group 3. So if you chose this, remember this is a timeless reading. Only take what resonates and let the rest fly. These messages are going to be a little different because I'm leaving it open so the universe can just give you advice. So some of this might resonate like, I know exactly, I already know. And some stuff might be like, I haven't experienced that yet, or it could be from the past. So just keep an open mind, an open heart, and let's dive in. So I just want to take a second to tune into this energy. I'm feeling that some of you guys are really wanting to start a family. Now, for some of you guys, you could already have a family and be married and you're trying to have a kid. And some of you guys are trying to go in the direction to be even in the vicinity to call in those things in your life. Like, say, for example, you're single and you're like, I want to have a person. Or if it is a business, you're like, I really want to head in this direction with the 8 of Swords. I mean, the 8 of Wands. Like, I want to head in this direction. I really want this. What I'm seeing for a lot of you guys is that there might have been a lot of opposition to what you want. You might have felt like, you might feel like there's a lot of anxiety because you really want to get pregnant, or you really want to birth this business, or there's something that you really want, but you see how there's these arrows on the top, but at the bottom there's these wands. And it's interesting that, to me, it's like the wands represent your passions. They represent, you could be passionate about wanting to have a man, passionate about wanting to find a girlfriend, passionate about having a baby. And the reason why I keep mentioning baby is because we have the stork. So this is number 17, it's 8. You have 8 here. And 8s to me are all about the karmic direction. Abundance too, yes, but it's not just strictly abundance, it's about the new direction. And it's so interesting that we have the arrow. We have the stork and the arrow. So if you ain't trying to have no baby, be careful. But what I'm seeing here is that it takes a lot of courage to really go after what you want. Like, a lot of people are so complacent and they're so trapped in fear and they're so like, oh my gosh, like, I can't have this. This ain't that group. I'm feeling heavy Sagittarius energy, heavy Leo energy, like fire. But there's a lot of anxiety here. Like, maybe you've been through, well, maybe. You guys have probably been through a lot. And it kind of is like, some of you guys, for some of you, I heard you could have lost a child, or you could have been trying for like 8 years, 8 months, like, to birth a business into fruition. Like, I'm trying to work on my business. I'm trying to grow this. I'm trying to nurture this. I just want it, like, it's this courage energy, which always gives me Cancer vibes. It's like, it says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And it's so funny because I had said Leo earlier. The 6 of Wands is here. This is like my Leo card. And this is that Leo energy of like confidence. So the divine is like, hey, no matter what happened in the past, change your perspective of that's possible. Maybe it didn't work that time. Think about it in the terms of like, okay, I'm gonna get it regardless with these arrows. I'm gonna hit my target, but it just didn't happen that time. And to just be gentle with yourself and to know that the end of a tough cycle is really coming up with this world energy. And it says the earth is going through a transition of energy and your sensitive body is feeling it. You're not alone. Accept the help of others. So yeah, I'm really feeling some of you guys, there could have been some struggles trying to get pregnant, or it could be like struggles with your business, and you know, you might need to have family help you out, or you might have taken a big risk. But I really do feel that there's an end of a cycle, especially with what's going on in the collective. Just stay on course, guys. I know that that's really challenging to hear, but the releasing of anxiety, what practices do you guys do? Like, how do you stay confident? How do you stay in this energy? Because I'm really feeling like some of you guys are going to be experiencing a winning season. Like, where a lot of people, there's going to be a lot of eyes on you, and a lot of, like, for some of you guys, it could be manifesting a promotion. For some of you guys, it could be around Christmas time is what I'm really feeling. Some of you guys could be a life path number 6, life path number 8, is what I'm seeing, or life path 1. 8, 6, and 1. But I feel like you're switching, either you need to switch up your approach to your business. So maybe you didn't have a mentor before, or for some of you guys, you were just trying to get pregnant the natural way. Maybe you need to go see a doctor. There's something about, or even if it's like losing weight and you want to hit your target, maybe it's like switching it up a little bit, because I see that as soon as you do, I'm seeing around Christmas, or if whatever you're watching this, it could be like 6 months from when you watch this. I'm really seeing that you hit your target, especially because you have these arrows and it came right out next to the 6 of Wands. And that wreath looks like the target, like that, like almost like bullseye. It's kind of like when you're playing darts and like you miss, you miss, you miss, you miss, and then you hit it the 6th time. It's that type of thing. It's like, don't stop. Like if you chose group 3, I just feel this energy of like, the egg's gonna hatch, especially with this stork card. I just realized that there's several eggs. So for some of you guys, it's metaphorical, baby. It's not necessarily a child. But I'm seeing this as more of something that you want. I don't see this being like an accidental pregnancy. I just always say that when I see these cards for people as a warning. I'm just seeing right now you're nesting. You're nesting, group 3. Just stay focused on what you said that you're going to get, because you're going to get it. You're gonna get it, whatever you're trying. And if you haven't gotten started, and you're like, I don't know, get started. We have new opportunity. Some of you guys are manifesting a new opportunity. Like I just heard golden egg. Like this is a money group for sure. And we have 10 of Cups is yours. So some of you guys, you're manifesting amazing relationships. You're creating families, because the 10 of Cups is like the happiness. And we have these 4 dolphins. It says, I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. So all of these groups are kind of manifesting as paths. Like the universe is kind of saying the same message, but it's saying it to people in a different way. So if you felt led to look at any other group, this is definitely the reading to do that, because they're all kind of blending together. And whenever I see the world energy, I see Saturn. And I think the other group, I think it was group 2 that got Saturn. Saturn is delays. So I feel like this is because of what we're going through on the collective, as a collective. I can't talk. Regardless of when you're watching it, but like this is 2020, so it's a lot of like Saturn energy where there's delays and destruction, and like Pluto energy and things being like ripped up from the foundation. And so just be patient. And I'm seeing for this group, Ace of Cups coming in. You got the Ace of Cups, the Stork, and the 6 of Wands. Something exciting is coming in for you guys. And it's gonna, I just said it's gonna blow you out of the water in my head, and then I just looked at the card and I wasn't paying attention to the overflowing water. The last group got the Ace of Cups too. But this looks like a golden opportunity, especially with the bird. It's almost like the golden egg. If you look really closely, there looks like there's like an egg right here, and then you see the stork. It's almost like, and there's a bird right here. It's almost like a golden opportunity is gonna be handed to you. Something worth celebrating, especially because like victory, something that like, for some of you guys, it could be some sort of recognition that pays you. For some of you guys, it's like manifesting that family, being on display. Something really exciting is about to come into your life, group 3. I feel like this is a very exciting group. But it's because when you're open to the universe blessing you, this is me being open. And then that's that hand. It drops in your hand. If you're closed off, if you're bitter, if you're upset, you need to work on that energy, because you have to open yourself up. So work on opening your chakras. And I see a lot of anxiety, like, is it going to happen? This is a confirmation that it is going to happen, but focus on presence. Now, I always say, if you're in a situation where you're waiting for something and you're like, get present. It's really hard to be patient when you have something that you're waiting for. Like, even kids struggle with it. It doesn't necessarily get easier. But if you focus on, like, for example, comedy movies when you can, eating delicious food, working out, listening to music, doing anything that makes you present and happy, spending time with your family, being around people that celebrate you, you kind of have to distract yourself, because it's a lot harder to look at water that's boiling. And that's the image I just got, water boiling over. It's almost like you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting, and then all of a sudden, because you distracted yourself, the water's boiling over. with this energy. It's boiling over. You're getting more than you thought. There's some sort of, whatever you're trying to manifest, it's like you're getting more than you thought. But when you stare and look at the water and you're like, it's not boiling, it's going to take longer. So this is about enjoying your life, regardless of what the world's going through, regardless of the time of year it is, regardless of the anxiety. Some of you guys need to get some lavender in your home, or some people tie lavender above their shower. Just even if it's like a lavender candle, lavender scents, getting lavender I feel like would really benefit you guys. But other than that, I'm seeing amazing things, group 3. So don't lose faith, because you're about to manifest a golden opportunity. So group 3, this was your reading. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all of my information is down below. My website is strictly for payment, but if you'd like to schedule an appointment, my contact form is at the bottom of the page. Also, my Instagram's below. And if this video resonated with you, please be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. It's the best compliment you can give me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. We made it. Now, you guys got a lot of cards, so it's going to take a second and like line them all up. So this reading is really going to resonate. I'm leaving it open. And what I found is that the last 3 groups had a similar vibration to them. So keep that in mind. I'm getting heavy Aquarius energy from this group. And yeah, it's so funny. Okay, so what I'm seeing here with group 4 is the overall energy is Lily's energy. Some of you guys could really like lilies. Some of you guys could really just love flowers in your home, and you like, you know, having plants, or especially with this card with the Stellatante, there's like a woman who's like artwork and cooking and flowers, like very like boho type of lifestyle. But this is the energy of wellness. Now, I've been talking about this recently, having side conversations. I'm going to do a video about it. But I feel like there's a different vibration between health or healing and wellness. Because healing kind of has that energy of like ongoing forever. And wellness kind of has like a finite type of energy. Like, I'm well. Versus like, I'm healing. When you're like, I'm healing, it just feels like this ongoing. Some of you guys are manifesting healing is what I'm hearing. And I feel like you do it, like some of you guys, there's a need to look at the foods that you eat, like what herbs are you eating, what vitamins are you taking, like natural supplements or things like that, like what are you feeding yourself? There might be like a need to go see a nutritionist. Yeah, but I see wellness coming into play. Like some of you guys are manifesting like a new lifestyle, like where you're just well, where you're like, I cook this, I eat this, your whole body, like, and also I feel like there's a need to take some time for yourself to get into the energy of wellness. So if I know that, you know, times are different for everyone, but even if you can go get a $30 foot massage, or if you can have your boo rub your back, and if you ain't got no boo, do a face mask from the 99-cent store has face masks, so there's no excuse, okay? I know how to ball on a budget, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just seeing that it's been a long time coming, and I feel like a lot of you guys are manifesting this, like, healthy, beautiful, free lifestyle, just getting freedom. It could even be finances. I don't see any money card. I do see a money card, the Knight of Pentacles, but it could have been like a long time coming. But I'm seeing freedom. This is the only group that got a lot of oracle cards. But with this freedom energy, I always think of Sagittarius. It says, I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. Now it makes sense. Starting small. Because the Knight of Wands to me is always starting small. It's that Taurus energy. Shout out to all my Tauruses. We also have Aquarius here and Sagittarius vibes that I'm getting. But with this Lily's card, this is about nurturing. This is about manifesting, this is about manifesting a beautiful life. It might have been a long time coming. But what I'm really seeing here is that you're creating it now. Obviously, you're creating it now. But in this way, like some of you guys, you might paint, you might draw, you might want to make a vision. So there's a gnat in here. Make a vision board or something like that. Something, even having plants, you need to stay in the vibration of being inspired. Yes, because we have being positive. So some of you guys, like, I love making Pinterest boards, vision boards. I'm getting into plants. I'm not so heavy into plants. Some of you guys reading books, but whatever it lifts your vibration, because here we have raise your vibration. It says your intuitive feelings are accurate messages from angels. So if you're like sitting at your house and like all of a sudden you get an impulse to like, hey, I think I should cook this meal, or I think I should paint this, or I think I should do a creative project, or I'm just getting the energy of Pinterest or doing something different, we have be positive. So it says your thoughts can shape your experience, so be sure to focus on the positive. Because I feel like right now a lot of you guys could be the type of energy like you're that friend, like you're the friend who's always good. Like no one expects you to be, no one expects you to go through things like when they know you go through things, and I don't think that it's like that people don't care about you group 4. But you see with this Fool energy, he's wearing a mask and behind it he's crying. And this card's shadow aspect says using humor to wound rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth. So that you could be going through a really rough time right now, and the universe is like surrender to how you feel with this surrender card. And it says I can release my need to control. So for some of you, it's really frustrating like where you are in your life right now, and you like want to be in this place where you can do like spa days or take yourself here, or travel with the Seeker card, or go explore, do this. Some of you guys are just looking for your path in life, because it says inability to commit to a path. So some of you guys are like, none of these relationships are satisfying, or, you know, my life right now isn't satisfying. I don't know what to do. It's like there's a lot of chaos behind the smile. So some of you guys could be using humor as a way to deflect from how you feel. But I feel like a lot of you guys, you might feel like you're in a situation where you can't control yourself. So maybe you're not paying for like you're getting help financially, or you're not at the job that you want. Like you feel like your life is being controlled. So you're trying to control everything that you can to the point where you're controlling your emotions. And that's just going to be for some of you guys. So please take it how it resonates. But it's almost like if you can translate, for some of you guys it might be hard to express yourself because you've been putting on that social mask for such a long time. You could have a moon in Aquarius or moon in Capricorn, but what I'm feeling here is like you've been masking your feelings, and so it's really hard. I just saying this the other day, it's really hard to be positive and express your emotions if you're the type of person who struggles sharing your emotions with people, so therefore your friends think you're always fine. But if you can start to do it through creative projects, if you can start doing it through true enjoyment, just pampering yourself, or just channeling and transmuting that energy from just like, or suffering in silence. The way you can surrender is by just trying to enjoy your life, just trying. Because I feel like you guys are manifesting freedom. It's just taking a long time. Oh, and I want to, good times ahead with the 3 of Cups underneath. There's something that's worth celebrating that's coming up after a time of like a really tough time. Actually, I want to pull a clarifier for this slow moving energy. Where are you headed towards? Where are they headed towards? We got the 4 of Pentacles. And it's interesting because the 4 of Pentacles can really talk about lack in certain circumstances, but I feel like you guys are manifesting your way slowly out of this lack mindset, out of this like, it's almost like that controlling energy where it's like, I have to have this much money and I have to do this, and then my plan is to do that. It's like, I feel like some of you guys, there's a need to release your grip and allow the universe to help you, because the moon came out after, and the moon's that Cancer energy, but it's where you feel emotionally swept up, and like if you can't control every aspect of your life, then you're not going to be happy. So the divine is saying, if you can practice with the little things, one day at a time, finding one thing to make yourself happy. Maybe it's getting up and getting dressed. Maybe it's, you know, doing a 99-cent store face mask. Maybe it's doing something nice for yourself, cooking a nice meal, getting inspired. I want to see. Let's see what comes. Can you give me a clarifier for the 4 of Pentacles? Give me a clarifier. Yeah, we have the Page of Wands, getting inspired again after a rough time with the end of a cycle with the world. This is that Saturn energy, and I think Saturn came up in like every reading. This is that Capricorn energy. Some of you guys could have Capricorn in your chart, but this is, the world talks about the end of a very tough cycle. I mean, it's the whole hero's journey, but in this case, I feel like that feeling of control, Saturn will come and rock your world to the point where you're like, you can't really like cling on to anything. So maybe like you've lost a lot of friendships, or you've lost money, or you've lost a job, or you've lost your ability to even think creatively, to even get in the space of being inspired. So it's almost like you're manifesting a kid again, like you're being a kid again. You're like, oh my gosh, I can do this and I can go there. Especially with the Seeker card, he's got a backpack and he's going on a journey similar to group 1, or was it group 2, and she's got a staff here too. So I feel like you guys are manifesting, you could be manifesting travel, or like a short distance trip, or the ability to travel, but I feel like what you're most of all attracting is your path, group 4. You're attracting your genuine, authentic path where you're not controlling everything. You're trusting the universe, and whatever tough cycle that you've been through, that you've been battling through. Some of you guys, I'm just getting the energy of wellness again with the Temperance under here, with the Sagittarius energy. This is about wellness or healing, but I'm seeing that some of you guys, it could be a physical healing that you're manifesting. Like maybe you're waiting on the results of something, or maybe you're just health-wise, you're wanting to manifest a healthier lifestyle. I definitely see that coming in for you, and I'm seeing freedom coming in. So hang in there, be positive. You're very, very close. It's just with this Knight of Pentacles, it's a long time coming, but sometimes the longer that it takes for something, the greater you can sustain it. It's almost like if you were going to save, for some of you this might resonate, if you were going to save $5 a paycheck over 2 years, might seem small to someone else, but you're more likely to keep it in your bank account versus trying to save $500 a paycheck, because it's too extreme. So be patient with yourself. If you're working on your wellness or your health, if you're trying to grow your hair, for some people you could be trying to grow your hair, if you're trying to manifest just being happy again, or being at ground zero because you've been so depressed, be gentle with yourself. Even if you have to do a gratitude list, one thing a day. Start small, take baby steps. And I definitely see this working out for you guys in the end. So group 4, that was your reading. Oh, I forgot to show you the channeled messages. So we have new relationships. So some of y'all, after a time of healing, your heart chakra and going through a lot, you're manifesting that new bae. We have full moon. So the next full moon is probably going to be very significant for you guys. So definitely look out for that. Maybe you want to do a ritual and release all of this toxicity or control, write that down on a piece of paper. And then we have romance. So I definitely see that all the things that you've been going through have been clearing the way. And if you're already in a relationship, it could be clearing the way for a renewed connection with your spouse. And if you're not looking for a relationship, it looks like a relationship's looking for you. So group 4. This was your reading. If you like this, or if this resonates with you, please be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. That's the biggest compliment you can give me. All of my information is down below if you'd like to book a personal reading, and my website is strictly for payment, but I do have a contact form at the bottom where we can schedule a time, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.